Evet, canlı yayındayız. Buyurun.
Teşekkürler sevgili Alen Taşçıoğlu. Merhabalar arkadaşlar. Üçüncüsünü düzenlediğimiz Gamification Hackathon'da 48 saatin yanılmıyorsam son artık 4-5 saatine girdik. Sizler için de yaklaşık 100'den fazla Türk genç kardeşimiz şu anda 23 kurum için oyunlaştırma çalışıyor. Artık prototiplere geçildi. Sosyal medyamızda da görebilirsiniz. Ekranlar çıktı. Çok güzel avatarlar var. Çok güzel ekranlar çıkmış. Rozetler tasarlanıyor, level'lar yapılıyor, puan sistematikleri, ödüller. Çok heyecanlı hikayeler var. Dünyalar anlatılıyor, böyle fantastik dünyalarda böyle iş hedefleri koşturuluyor. Gençlerin gerçekten bu yaratıcı dünyalarıyla geleceğin iş yerlerini kurtaracağız diyoruz gamification'da. Bu anlamda da tümüyle Türk paylaşımları yapmıştık. Ama bizim ilk eventimizde de konuşmacı olan sevgili Knack, Amerika merkezli bir insan kaynakları aslında platformu olan ama tümüyle oyunlaştırılmış bir platform olan, işe alımdan tutun terfi ve yetenek yönetimi süreçlerine kadar kullanılabilecek. Türkiye'de pek örneği olmayan, yani hiç olmayan, bazılarının kalbi kırılmasın tabii de oyun tabanlı yetkinlik analizi yapan ve bu anlamda uçtan uca deneyimleri destekleyen Knack platformunun kurucusu Guy Halfteck bizle. Kendisi Londra'da şu anda. Bize oyunlaştırmanın, özellikle biz çok giremedik tabii. Ben akşamleyin eğitim yaptım cuma akşamı ama oyunlaştırma nedir, işte persona nedir, journey nedir, onboarding nedir, kolay başlatın, geliştirin, takım kurdurun, klanlar olsun gibi daha 101 eğitimleri yapabildik ama bir oyunlaştırmanın geleceği, oyunlaştırmadaki yapay zeka özellikle çok bu oyuncu tipleriyle, oyuncu tiplerinizi anlayarak size özel oyunlaştırma mekanikleri çıkartılacak deniyor. Oyunlaştırma ve yapay zeka ve oyunlaşmanın geleceğiyle ilgili bir İngilizce sunum alacağız. Bunu YouTube kanalına koyduk. Yayınlandıktan sonra da Türkçe altyazısını ekliyor olacağız. O yüzden şimdi isterseniz İngilizceye geçiyorum. Ve sevgili Guy Halfteck'i tekrardan bu sefer galiba online olarak Welcome to Turkey demek istiyorum. Teşekkür ediyoruz arkadaşlara. Dear Guy Halfteck, my friend, thanks for your time. And it's such a honor to have you in this way, this time, in Turkey. And welcome back to Turkey and Turkey community and GamFed Turkey. Guy, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. Really pleasure to be here, even virtually. Even better to be in Istanbul, in Turkey. I love coming to Turkey, but inshallah, very soon.
Inshallah. Thank you very much for your time again. Like I told you, Turkey believe in gamification. Turkey believe in Knack. You made a Knack in Turkey in several times in a couple projects. And it's such a honor to have you in our events, and you can share your experience with Turkey too, again, this event. And right now, more than 100 Turkish entrepreneur, young fellas, gamify more than 20 companies, Turkish companies, business targets. Right now, it's more than 40 hours we passed right now. And tonight, they are going to make a jury presentation. And we need some influencing from you about artificial intelligence, about maybe gamification, future related technologies. Looking forward to your presentation, Guy.
Most welcome. Absolutely. So hello, everyone. Great to be here and hope everyone is doing well and feeling great. I'll share with you a few things and I'm happy to help after the event as well. So first of all, just to introduce myself, who I am. So I'll start by my academic background. And several years ago, I actually traveled to America and went to do my doctorate. And I studied. And after I studied, I was looking for a job. And I was looking for a job on Wall Street. I wanted to work in finance and I wanted to become a business manager. A company, a very good company, invited me in and had me do an interview and then another interview. And it looked very boring, and it was very boring. And they asked me all sorts of questions that honestly, I didn't know how to answer them. So I felt that this was a rather strange experience where those companies are trying to make the decision about your career based on those unintelligent questions. as I was thinking about it, I realized that the job hunting, career hunting experience was not very smart. It was not very good, and it put me in a situation where I felt I was not being my best, and I cannot show my best. In the end of the day, that company said, okay, thank you, but we're not going to hire you. You're not the right person. I asked them why, and they said, we realized and came to conclusion that you're not creative. And when I asked them, well, how did you determine that? They said, well, we interviewed you, and based on your answers, we determined, and we are confident in our conclusion that you are not creative. I was not happy about it, to be honest with you, because I was really excited to get this job. And I thought that the interview and the questions were not a very good way to identify and decide whether this job is going to be a good match for me. So I realized that the whole process was devoid of any signals. It was someone asking me questions, I was giving answers. They were excited that I went to Harvard, but that was all it was. There was no depth or intelligence to that process. So like TV with no signals and no reception. And then I realized that I feel I'm wasting my talent. I have a talent. I want to use it and contribute to that company, but there is no way that I can show them why they should hire me. So I realized that this was not a very good result. This led me to think about how can I help people around the world, in Turkey, in the Middle East, in Asia, in Africa, in America, in Europe. How can I help people show their human potential? How can I help them find their human potential, discover it, and demonstrate it to companies, to universities, and get the results that they should get based on their talent and potential? So I realized that if you ask people about innovation, people are going to tell you that they want, what they have currently, but they want it slightly better. People normally don't imagine and cannot take kind of a leap of imagination to think about something that is completely new. So if you want to innovate, the way to innovate and the way to come up with new solutions, new technologies that shape new cultures, create new behaviors, is not by asking people what do they want and what the solution that they need, but rather by identifying the problem and thinking about what is going to be the best solution without looking at the existing solutions that are currently used by people and companies. And if you really want to get some new results and achieve make new achievements, you have to stop doing something that you've done in the past. So I realized that the right way forward for the future, for people, for companies, to identify potential and to achieve the right outcomes is not to do what they did before, but make it slightly better, but rather to do something completely new. If you think about it, it was Plato who said that you can discover a lot about the person just by playing with that person. And you'll learn much more about this person if you play than if you have a conversation. And you all are focusing and working on gamification and game dynamics and game mechanics, and you know how powerful games are. So I realized that my insight was that I want to use game mechanics and I want to use gaming as the way to get people to know people and to find their talent and find their hidden potential. Now we know that gaming goes back in history. It was a very common thing in Asia 4,000 years ago. The game Go came from China and has been played and is part of Chinese civilization and history. If you look at Pac-Man, modern day game became addictive and people played it all over the world. So we know that games of any form and any shape are very powerful. They are engaging, they are entertaining, they draw people into the experience, whether it's Candy Crush, or whether it's Rubik's Cube, or whether it is a strategy game, or Super Mario. Many, many games can really tap into the emotions and into the challenge and the rewards and the learning and the communal parts of games and make them a very powerful digital experiences that people everywhere around the world of any age and any background want to be part of. So games are very powerful. But it's not just the games itself. We also like collecting things in the games. Collections are very powerful as well. They make us feel better. They make us feel we have something valuable. So games and collecting behaviors are very closely related to one another, and they actually are mutually reinforcing. Now, if you think about what Walt Disney said, adults are basically just like kids. There's no fundamental behavioral difference in terms of the desire to get entertained, to get rewarded, to participate in fun, engaging game and play experiences. So adults are basically like kids, right? When we think about them in terms of games. So we took all of those insights and we decided that we're going to use game theory and gamification together with behavioral science and together with artificial intelligence to build a new career success platform. And the result of doing that led us to build several games. We take all those games, we design them and build them from scratch with all the graphics and the user interface and the effects, different sound effects and visual effects. But the key thing is happening where we put into the games the artificial intelligence and the science. And the combination of the artificial intelligence, the game experience, and the scientific foundation of the games turn the games into a digital experience that produces a lot of data about all the micro behaviors of people as they play the games. And those micro behaviors in turn produce a very robust understanding and insight into the skills, the talents, the competencies, the thinking of that person. So basically, as a person plays the games, we are able to understand their behavior and their skills and their potential for career success, for education, for learning, for management, for entrepreneurship, and much more. All this coming from the games with no language and no text and no questions and no stress, just the game experience itself. So, like I said, we built several games, which you can see here, and they are puzzle games and physics games like this game here, and a restaurant game like the one that you will see here. And we built them and made them accessible to any person from every background without any requirement for them having any game experience. So whether you are a gamer or not, you can enjoy and play the games. You just need to have a smartphone and download the app. Now, we know also that gaming is a mainstream thing. 10 years ago or 15 years ago, gaming was something that specific groups in the population engaged in. Today, gaming are widespread. People from all ages, in every economy, in every culture, they're all playing games. So it's really becoming the gaming generation. And I want to show you some pictures of young people and others playing our games, like this girl in school in the Philippines. And you can see here some people playing the games in India. And there are many people that have played our games in many parts of the world, across Europe and across India and Asia, in schools, as part of jobs, as part of career planning and career guidance, as part of executive development, people becoming managers and executives, even refugees coming from Syria and Africa to Europe played our games in order to get into jobs and into training and skilling. Young people in Africa that are looking to build their future, looking to develop their careers, played our games. So we really have people all over the world, in over 100 countries, playing our games and achieving the ability to discover their potential, to show their potential, to get into jobs and to build a better future. I want to show you something that to me is the most important thing that happens as a result of building our technology and our company. What we see in this graph is data that we collect from the games. But what you really see here is that two groups of people. The blue groups, the blue dots, are people in Europe doing MBA programs in very good universities in Europe. And the orange dots are people that are not in school and not in university in India. And when we look and see what is the hidden potential for the jobs and careers of the future, like science, technology, engineering, mathematics, learning, entrepreneurship, and we compare the two groups of people, what we see is that the group from India of young people with no money, with no education, with no resources, from poor socioeconomic background, have actually higher potential compared to the Europeans that are studying in top universities, doing MBAs, having professional background and experience, high levels of education, as well as a middle or higher socioeconomic status. So when we look at the games and we look at the impact of the technology on identifying and discovering the hidden talent, the hidden potential of people anywhere around the world, we believe that this innovation, this disruption is creating opportunity for people that up until now were left behind, were left out, did not have a chance, a first shot at opportunity. But now with the games and the availability of the games over smartphones, they can actually discover and showcase their potential to the market, to companies, to universities. They can get discovered and they can build a better future for themselves and their families. We're very excited about it because the games, in our view, democratize access to opportunity. And this is the most important thing. Opportunity, career success, economic future is not just for
We can hear you, Guy. We can hear you, no problem.
Erkan, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you, Guy. Also, your presentation is not seen now.
Erkan, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Erkan, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Guy. Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, Erkan?
Guy, we can hear you.
Guy, can you hear us? Guy, can you hear us? Guy, can you hear us?
Hello, Erkan?
We can hear you, Guy.
Okay, I'm sorry, very sorry about that.
No problem. You can continue.
So, okay, I'm gonna reshare my screen and continue. So, moment, please.
Sure.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen, Guy.
So what I was saying, I'm sorry about this disconnection. We're very excited about the ability to get people anywhere around the world, in India, in Africa, in Europe, gives them access to their abilities, their skills, their talent, and their potential, and to use that to navigate their careers, to launch their careers, to make better decisions, and most importantly, to get discovered by the market for what they can do. This is the result of the gaming, the science, and of course, the artificial intelligence. Without the power of AI and machine learning to analyze the data that we collect from the games, that would not have been possible. So AI and machine learning, in fact, is not only a critical element of our technology stack, but it is also the opportunity for us to use the data in a way that personalizes the experience and personalizes the product for the individual user and get them even more value and better support better decisions and better connections. So we are very excited about that, as I mentioned, and we are continuing to grow the platform. In fact, right now we're tapping and using the data people to not only just get their choices, but also connect with schools, colleges, universities, and companies around the world. Especially with COVID, we saw that everyone is going online. Mobile is the entry point for most online digital services. And with people around the world now online and many more people, millions of more people, getting online all the time and becoming new digital natives, the ability to provide them with a Google map for career success that unlocks their talent, shows their talent, and helps them navigate to their destination career is the most important thing going forward. So we are building it, and in the meantime, you're all welcome to go to Knack'in, download the app, unlock your potential. Erkan, back to you.
Thank you, Guy. Thank you very much. Such an inspiring presentation you just show us, and already we got some questions. I'm going to talk in Turkish to our community, but thanks for your presentation, and thank you for your time, and hopefully we can see each other. Let me open my video too. We can see each other in Healthy Days in Istanbul. I know that you love Istanbul, and being there is a pleasure for you. And we will take you from London to our great events in Gamification Meetup again, hopefully, my friend. Stay safe, keep away from COVID, and thank for your presentation.
Sure.
Arkadaşlar, Knack'in kurucusu Halfteck Londra'dan bağlandı. Biraz bağlantısında sıkıntılar oldu ama sunumu çok başarılıydı. Gördüğünüz oyunlarla kurumlara kariyer analizi yapan, kurumları sadece işe alım değil, bütün bir üniversitelere de, ki Orta Doğu Teknik Üniversitesi'nde de bir proje, akademik bir proje yapılmıştı. Oradaki görüntüleri de gösterdiler. Bununla ilgili sunumlar da zaten var. İşte normalde bir üniversite kurumunun içinde bir kurumda çalışanla benzer davranışları verenleri çıkarma üstüne giden bir yapay zeka modülü de var. İşte diyelim ki bir platform, bir kurumun içinde pazarlamada çok başarılı o oyunu aynı şekilde oynayan 2-3 profili üniversitedeki kişilerle bunları kurumlara veriyi satıyorlar. Oyunu değil. Buradaki raporlamayı konumlandırıyorlar. Bu anlamda bizde de bir hesap var. GamFed Türkiye gönüllüsü sevgili Begüm Güney'de GAY'ın desteğiyle bu testleri biz ücretsiz sağlayabiliyoruz GamFed gönüllülerine. İlgilenen, bu konuyla ilgili meraklı olan lütfen Begüm'e ulaşsın ve bu testleri alaraktan kariyer testinizde görmüş olursunuz. O yüzden de GAY'a çok teşekkür ediyoruz bize bu imkanı verdiği için. Bu anlamda da oyunlaştırmanın geleceğini, yapay zekayı ve eksik kalmıştı bu hackathon'da bence. Ben GAY'ın sunumuyla ilham aldığınızı düşünüyorum. YouTube'da da bu yayın zaten devam edecek. Prototiplerinizi 5'e kadar bize göndereceksiniz. İnşallah tam olarak bu GamFed YouTube kanalında saat akşam 6'da birbirinden kıymetli, şu anda bile yazıştığımız, onlar da heyecanlar, ne güzel yani. 6 tane jüriyle bu sunumları bu Zoom'da sizler de YouTube'dan takip edebileceksiniz. Genç kardeşlerimiz sunacak. Akşamleyin görüşmek üzere diyorum arkadaşlar. Yayın içinde Alen Taşçıoğlu'na çok teşekkür ediyorum. Kolay gelsin. Görüşmek üzere. Guys, see you.